different in every pose. You're not comparing yourself to anybody else. You're just doing what you do on your mat, and you're staying on your mat and paying attention to what you do. And you're doing what you're capable of rather than what somebody else who's been doing it for years has been doing. So we're not going to worry about anybody else. So I'm going to start off just by doing a vinyasa. I'm going to end in downward facing dog. We're going to stay there for a little while. And yes, I can talk. And I do apologize for the poor quality of my video because I'm doing these myself. But we're going to just do a vinyasa, end up in down dog, and we'll just fine tune it. So we're going to inhale, exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhaling. Bend your knees. I'm going to plant my palm. I'm just going to float back to Chaturanga. That's how I kept my elbows bent. Inhale to Urdhva Mukha Shavasana, your up dog. Exhale to down dog. So I'm in my down dog now. So what I want to do is I want to have my toes facing forward. And then I want my heels to be slightly wider than my toes. So I want my feet to be parallel to the mat. I also want a nice straight line from my arms all the way up my back to my tailbone. I'm lifting my tailbone towards the sky. And I'm going to also pull my belly into my spine. And watch me do that. So I'm pulling my belly into my spine. I have a nice long straight line from my arms to my back, and then on my fingers, if you look up at your hands, your fingers are going to be spread nice and wide, so nice wide fingers, and you need to make sure that your arms are about shoulder width apart, and your shoulders and your hips are not as big as you think. So we want about 2 fist widths. So we're just going to move back real fast, just to make sure that our feet are about hip width. You want 2 fists in between your toes, might look about right there. So I'm going to walk back into my downward facing dog, spread my fingers wide, and I'm going to press back, pull my belly into my spine. Nice long line, nice spread fingers, nice space in between my feet. I'm going to energetically lift my toes off the ground. And as you can see, my heels are not actually touching the ground. My heels, after 20 years, just never have touched the ground unless I have 1 foot at a time. And that's okay because we all have certain tightness maybe in our calves or our Achilles heel or Achilles tendon, I should say. But I'm going to go ahead and inhale, pull my belly in the spine, and exhale, I'm going to push back a little bit more towards my thighs. So your gaze should be at your back feet, or you can turn it up towards your thighs. And if you can, look at your belly that you're pulling in tight. Alright? And that is a little bit of fine tuning for a downward dog.